I was planning on going to bed if you weren't coming over. King Kong versus Godzilla.
Hello everyone, this is MykeCheck'd 95 with another MykeCheck'd Productions MykeCheck'd movie review. This time I'll be reviewing this movie on my own. My partner in crime, Greg Margin, had to go to bed because he has to be up at 4 in the morning for work, so he just got me tonight. Before I get into this movie review, I just want to let you guys know that, I know that we haven't really been on schedule with a lot of stuff, and I was way off on schedule when it came to the past few weeks. We blame WrestleMania for that. There's going to be a lot of projects coming down the road. While going through my stuff, I was able to find a lot of notes for like a bunch of reviews I did in the past, and I don't know what happened to those reviews. I guess I didn't save them when I made this channel and then moved everything over. I figured that, I guess, to kind of make up for some of the content that I had lost, plus lack of recently, and for the schedule has been very... I'll be doing some re-reviews on some old notes, kind of looking at my notes that I have and just, I guess, reflect on what I talked about in those movies. But anyways, this review is actually going to be on a newer movie tonight, and it's going to be the review of Mortal Kombat. To start things off, I just want to go out there and say I didn't read any of the reviews before this movie even came out. I didn't see any of the ratings. It was until after the movie I realized the ratings, and I was just kind of like, ooh. But for what the movie was, because there's a lot of stuff that they kept it the same, and a lot of stuff they made different. For what it was, I thought it wasn't too bad. Like, I'm not gonna go out there and say that this movie is like amazing, phenomenal. Like this, there's a lot of little things here and there. Tiny things here and there that could have been better, but for what it was, I really did enjoy it. Most of the actors, I say most of the actor choices for all these characters in this movie were pretty spot on for the most part. I guess to kind of go through some of the actors that I didn't like, I felt like Raiden was a little bit on the 60-40 side, like he's more kind of like dreary, lost hope and all that, when I feel like Raiden should be more like uplifting and motivational from what I have seen from the Mortal Kombat franchise. I mean, I could be missing a bit here and there when it comes to that, but just from what I know based off of like 9, 10, and 11, I just thought he was a little bit more down the dumps in this movie. I mean, I know it's kind of setting up for the tournament, and if they lose, then Outworld's gonna be like... Okay, he wasn't bad, but he wasn't good. Let's just say it at that. I didn't really like the main character, Cole. It's not the fact that he is just some random character that the story needs, and that he was kind of shoehorned in. I just kind of felt like his character was like a little boring and kind of didn't really feel like he had much emotion when it came to some of the scenes. Like, there was some emotion there, but I felt like it was lacking in that department for the most part. And I was more drawn to the other actors and the characters they were playing than I was to him. His Okada power was kind of silly, kind of stupid, kind of redundant, I kind of feel, but that's just my opinion. It kind of feels like a rejected version of an Iron Man suit with makeshift police baton Baraka blade. Okay, there's another complaint. Speaking about Baraka, this is just a nitpick. If you're going to introduce the character Melina, then why would you exclude Katana and Baraka when Melina is like a crossbred clone of Katana mixed with Baraka? I mean, they have an idea of what they're doing, but I just kind of felt like it would make more sense if they would at least kind of like talked about Katana, or at least shown her, and I guess, is it Katarans? Taktarans, yeah. Or if they at least show at least one Taktaran in the movie, but they didn't. They showed a reptile, or a species of his kind. I don't think that was the actual reptile. That's what I'm saying. But other than that, from what I know about Shang Tsung, that was actually pretty good. I was honestly surprised who the actor was, because I didn't even recognize him. The actors they picked for the characters, for the rest of them, like Bi-Han, Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Jax, Sonya Blade, pretty much all the other characters, Kung Lao, Liu Kang, I thought they were pretty spot on for what the character they're going for. Kano was amazing. I loved Kano so much. I feel like they might have just called the voice actor and was like, hey yo, you want to film a movie and be the character you're voice acting? Because, yeah. I thought that was awesome. I thought Kano was perfect in the movie. Oh yeah, Cabal was actually pretty interesting too. I kind of found out, neat fact, Cabal is played by two people. There's a voice actor, and then there's a stunt man, action scene dude who did Cabal, all the action scenes, because they would have had the voice actor do it. It probably wouldn't have been as good, because the voice actor is like in his early 50s. But I liked it a lot. Oh yeah, Nathan Jones is in this movie. Cool. Story-wise, people are complaining about the fact that it advertised the tournament, and there wasn't a tournament. It was set up to the tournament and everything, and a lot of people are criticizing the hell out of it for a lot of things. Probably some of the things that I also nitpicked about too. Like I said, it was a setup movie. It was definitely a setup movie from my viewing. It definitely was. And besides those little nitpicks here and there, I didn't think it was too bad. Like, it could have been better, but it could have been a lot worse. I enjoyed it for the most part. The fight choreographing was actually pretty good. Krieger said that the actor who played Hanzo / Scorpion was a bit stiff, but that could be because of his age, because he's been in a lot of movies since the 1970s. That actor is actually in the Japanese version of The Ring, and I didn't know that, even though I thought I recognized him, until it clicked in my head. So there's that fun fact. I thought the whole Okada thing was kind of kind of Naruto-ish. It just felt kind of there, and it was just a reason for them to have these special powers. But, I mean, you gotta have, I guess, an idea to go for something, and it kind of gave the director and producer an excuse to brand the Mortal Kombat logo all over the movie and all over these people. So, that's that. Kano, Bi-Han / Sub-Zero / Noob Saibot, because there's a lot of hints that Bi-Han is going to turn to Noob Saibot. If you know the story of Mortal Kombat, the first Sub-Zero dies and becomes Noob Saibot and everything. So, and I would say Hanzo / Scorpion are the ones that stole the show. All three of them I thought were spot on to the characters. They played their role so well and everything. And I just feel like this movie should have been just kind of, I feel like I was more so wanting like an origin story of like between Scorpion and Sub-Zero than I was with this. Well, then again, Krieger was wanting an origin story for everything that's happened before the events of this movie, and I was like, dude, listen, if you were to have an origin story for the entire existence of Mortal Kombat, you would have maybe 3 movies worth of writing to do. And he was like, yeah, that's fine. I'm just like, that's going to be like 6 to 8 years, maybe 10 years to get done. I totally forgot about this. I would also say the movie was a little bit rushed, I feel. Like it kind of, not really choppy. It wasn't super choppy. Granted, the fight scene with Cole fighting Goro at his house, and then the fight scene going on at the temple, kind of bouncing back and forth, was a little confusing and everything. but it told its story for what it was, and it kind of was like, oh, this is how Cole gets his power. He becomes half Iron Man with baton baraka blades. Other than that, I mean, it's not bad enough to sit there and say it was a shitty movie and you shouldn't watch it. I'm recommending you guys to go watch it because I feel like it's a fun popcorn summer movie with a lot of action, a lot of blood. So I think you guys should go watch it. It is very entertaining for what it is, if you ignore the little nitpicks here and there. Special effects, if I haven't said it earlier, was amazing, I would say, especially the special effects with Sub-Zero and the ice effects. I loved the ice effects that they did for him, and I feel like a big portion, if not almost most of the money, went to the special effects and whatnot. But it definitely got me wanting to watch the next one for the most part, and I would say it's a solid 7, like a very low 7. I would say very low 7 because those nitpicks and some of the story changes kind of, I wouldn't say hurt the movie, but it kind of brought it down a tiny bit. But I would still say it's a 7 out of 10. I would recommend it for you guys to watch it. I am not saying it's better than Godzilla vs. Kong because Godzilla vs. Kong was fucking amazing. Nevertheless, Mortal Kombat 2021, approved by me. You should go watch it. 7 out of 10. This is MykeCheck'd95 with another MykeCheck'd Productions MykeCheck'd movie review. Signing out, and definitely go give Mortal Kombat a chance, either in the movie theater or at home with HBO Max, whichever your preference is to watching movies. See you next time.